Alright, I'm starting now. I'm just going to take a moment to post the stream link in other places. Hello. So I've posted the link, so I guess we'll just see who shows up. Alright, so it's just doing this because it's Steam Gun Throw, I guess. And, here we are. And, I got a lot of the update notices because this is the install I don't use as often. So one thing I was thinking of for this stream is, we're looking for places to hide stuff in the hold, so it would be good if people pointed out any place that looks good. And for anybody not familiar, this is the shortcut to the main hold, which I'm actually going to take because a while ago I had a bug involving it. Okay. But also it saves a little time later. Yep, this bug is still here. As soon as I go back up those stairs, I get sent back here by a script. So I guess I'll just restore here. And here we have a blue door. And now for the first time we get our sword. Simple enough room. And this is the first room with a challenge, which, as is fairly common, is to do it without turning your sword. Chat's being quiet, so I'm hoping everything's going fine. Hello. And yeah, this is just about... Yeah, that's fair enough. And if I recall correctly, this is where we can sneak into the border. Yep, and here we go, our first secret room. This one's got no puzzle, it's just this little cutscene. So what are you thinking of Feldman's accent sounds like? That's true. Okay, so now we just have to wander back. Alright, so this is just a tutorial about orbs, and it's pretty simple. All of these close that door, which we don't want. We want to open that door. Oh, but we can't just bump the orb. We're not a citizen. Totally an intentional demonstration and not a misclick. And that opens both, what would get us surrounded. So instead, you know, we want to open... I'm not sure if we need to open both or just one, so let's find out. Yeah, that's because people kind of complained about it last time, so I turned that off. Oh, right. This one, the trick is that we can sneak in and just kill some of the roaches beforehand. And I think we only have a couple of rooms left on this level. It's pretty simple, just roaches and a few basic mechanisms. And this is about using force arrows to... Alright, well, let me try turning that on again. If I can remember which setting that is. Or rather, where the option is. Well, that might have been it. Okay, can you see it now? Or is this one of those things where it doesn't update it unless I restart the stream? I'm just kind of waving it around. Well, let's see, 21.5. Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. Because otherwise you could just slip in. Alright. And we've opened the blue door. But there was another blue door on the other side. I wonder if, if we can just kind of go back there. But first we got a little cutscene. But before that, let's see what's down here. Oop. Yep. And, yeah, so that's the shortcut back here. Alright. And, yeah, the trick here is we just want to move left as fast as possible, so we have our sword out. We technically have one turn of leeway, but, it's fine. This is the first level, after all. Now we're on the second level. Things aren't that much more complicated. We got some roaches getting in the way. And we can't kill that one down there, so we're going to have to advance. And here's our introduction to trapdoors. And yep, I guess we can't go back. Oh, but wait, we can't go ahead here because of these rocks, so... Well, how about that? Our trapdoors got replaced. And I see that crack in the wall. Oop, I didn't... And yeah, just a little joke on how the scrolls break the fourth wall. And this one is the second challenge in the game, and it's a pretty tough one. So before that, I'm going to check out this very suspicious wall. And oh look, it's a secret room. Alright, so what's the best way to do this? Okay, what about... Yes, that should do the trick. So yeah, you gotta be careful how you cut up the walls, so that the roaches don't get you. Alright, so... Now, let me see, which color square is the orb on again? Well... Okay, so if I'm facing north, which I want to for these roaches, I want to be on a white square, which means the middle tile. And that takes care of the roaches on the north side, but this one's a little trickier. No, that almost worked, but I trapped myself. And trapped myself again. Oh, I moved to the side somewhere. And this was where? Let's see. What if I try doing this instead? And now I have no way to get that one. Okay, so let's try that on the other side, and maybe we can lure that. Now, I remember being able to do this before clearing out the trapdoors, but that's probably an easier way. Yeah, I remember being able to kill all the roaches down there before leaving the trapdoor area, but that's probably the easiest way of doing that challenge. And here is the first time where we have a toggle door. And we immediately get a little lesson about using that to hit it twice to toggle a door while keeping an open door open. Because otherwise, this orb would have let that roach out and we'd have been in trouble. And, you know, more roaches and orbs. Yeah, I think I've done that on some runs, but I just kind of improvised something. Now what opens it? Okay, so this doesn't do anything, and we get a little message if we don't. And, oh, I think we didn't want to do that. Because, yeah, nothing opens. Alright, and what about you? Okay, okay, we gotta hit that one. Well, the way I just did it, it's not optimal in terms of speed, but it probably makes things easier because you only have to deal with 3 roaches in the trapdoor area. And then you just leave the last one out. Okay, so this is more opening doors, but there are also some tricks now. For instance, you know, oh, we don't want to do that, do we? We just get... But, look at this, we can just lock the roaches in. Okay, and what's... Alright, that's just for a way out, I guess. Alright, I think we don't need to do that, so we'll just ignore that. Hello, Cubic. Oh yes, I think that's one of mine. And yeah, that shows that we can stand on a door safely. Okay, and now we hit this to be able to leave. Except, okay, then we want to hit that one to close it, and then we can toggle both of those. Now let's go and check out that secret. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I noticed... Yeah, I noticed this, but I just didn't go to it right away. Okay, that closes that door, so I can't leave through the secret. Okay, yeah, so this secret is one of mine. And there's a silly trick to it. So yeah, we have to hit these orbs to stop that roach from getting caught. And this one's set up so you have just enough time. But you know, that is an awfully big horde. So, we just hit this orb instead. And there's no need to bother with that decoy orb. And there was one in 1N2E, so let's take a look at that. Alright, so this is similar to the puzzle in Silent Woods, where, but the catch is we have to arrange the roaches. Oh no, now I remember. So we put that one all the way up, and then we space the other ones out by 2 each. Now let's get on with the level. Okay, room's clear, but oh, we gotta get out of here. And we can click on the mini-map to expand it. But yes, so we've got to figure out how to open these. And well, we can't have one of these be the last orb. It's got to be one of these two. And that's how we can do it. And then the roaches end up like this. So it's a bit different from the first time. Alright, and that's our secret. Now level 3, and this is the first level that's really focused on puzzles. There's a bit of it in the first two, but you know, now this is what we tend to think of as DROD rooms. And this here is a lesson on vertical preference. So what we need to do is get that roach to come to us, and as you see, it's not go. So we're gonna have to change these, and yeah, the upper ones are not useful. And oh, I see. We pick which chamber we go into to do either the upper and lower. And now this roach will be blocked where it would go vertically. So does that. So it comes right to us. So yeah, little lesson on vertical preference and how to work around it when it gets in the way. And here we just toggle these, and each time the roach gets a little closer. Now we can come here. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite of the introductory levels. And here's a little lesson on off plates. And we got to go through this little maze without stepping on the pressure plate. It's not too hard. Yes, and one of those contributions is coming right up. Well, my main one, really. Which is this puzzle just to reinforce pressure plate, what pressure plates do a little. So you see, you can hit this one multiple times, and you can toggle. And with this one, you go on and off, and you get the roach there. Originally I had this where you had to block the roach with the sword, but that's not officially taught here. It's just used for a secret. So it was revised a little by Nuntar to not require that. And here we have a little puzzle where you got to lead this guy and keep toggling the plate. And this is a little lesson about how plates don't change when you're on them. And we also get an example of a red door, and a note that this is when we're going to not be explaining most things explicitly. A few things are exceptions. And here, originally there was just a pressure plate, but now it's a couple of trapdoors, just to reinforce what red doors do and make you think about which one of these two trapdoors you drop first, so that the roach can get out. And you have to do it this way. It's just a little thing that makes, the lesson about red doors a little more memorable. And like this one, there's a bunch of pressure plates, but they very obviously correspond to doors. So you just hit the doors that lead to pressure plates. Simple, but it's nice. Now, here this gets just a little bit tricky. The first thing is realizing that you're safe if you do this. This is about basically using your sword to protect yourself over two corridors, or just to limit the it's just about limiting the number of directions roaches come from. So if we do this, they're only coming from one direction. And that makes them a lot easier to deal with. I believe they're introduced in the third interlude because they have effects with non-B-throw player roles before Fagundos are relevant. They do have an effect with B-throw, too. Okay, so after that, we have to be careful which passage we lead roaches down. But as soon as we get them in the right nook, you know, we're safe so we can turn back. And this is the exit to the level, but, you know, we still have more rooms, so we better remember where that is. And here's some more pressure plate. I don't actually remember if we taught doing that with B-throw. We did definitely teach it with, well, it's a citizen role in that level. Okay, I was wondering about that. Okay, I know what to do there. I was thinking that one in the middle down there is a bit tricky, but all we need is a little bit of help from vertical preference. So yeah, this is a pretty basic roach leading room, and all you have to do is open all the doors, then drop the trapdoors, and you can either go in and lead the roach out, or you can just go in yourself. Okay, and here things are a little trickier. We can't turn our sword, so we're kind of stuck, and we're in the same situation. So we got to do this, and that's a lesson on the backswipe technique. Because you just don't have any other options. And here's you know, here's just the first room that's really a horde room. It's a lot like, you know, an early room in King Dugan's dungeon, which you're probably all familiar with. Here's the first time where you're not really completely safe, and you have to use and you know, you have to react to the movement order. We haven't taught about movement order, but you know, you have to deal with the consequences of it sometimes in horde rooms. And here's our first real trapdoor puzzle. And we have to be careful in certain spots, or we might cut off our access when we come back. For instance, we have to go diagonally so we can cross that arrow and still have a trapdoor left. And I do believe there's a secret around here. Yes, here it is. And this secret is about using your sword to block. And here, because of vertical preference for it to work, well, let me just show you what happens if I don't do it like that. But that's how we get the roach to the pressure plate. And here, well, this is just Well, we just have to hit this pressure plate and then, you know, drop the red doors and everything's gonna be fine, right? Right? Oh no, we're surrounded by roaches. So, yep, and the trick is realizing that you don't have to drop that trapdoor. And you can just keep these doors closed and then break in through these cracked walls. And I believe this level just has the one secret. And here's the last level of the prologue, Cascading Cliffs. And what does this scroll say? Oh, it's the wrong way. Whoops. Oh, I can't go back. So, yeah, we just have to do this. You know, the classic you have to reset trap. Now the thing is, we've got to... And, you know, let's just do this normally first. And let's check out that scroll. And, oh, we have to kill her before she moves. So... Okay, what if I do this? And yep, now we can kill the Roach Queen safely. And this is just a very basic horde room. Pretty much the introduction to, you know, just fighting swarms of roaches, but, you know, not that many so far. And here is the... So here what we are to do is go through the tunnel. But, you know, we can also use what we learned in the first... Okay, that... Oh, now I remember. Maybe... Yeah, if we really want to, we can do this. Actually, I think this is good enough. No, okay, we do need to wait a couple cycles. So if you're silly, you can do this and never use the tunnel, which is slower. But here you really have to have figured out the tunnels. I kind of wonder if, in case somebody does try to do that last room without the tunnels, maybe we should just have him explicitly say how they work. Just in case somebody gets confused. Anyways, we can't get caught with monsters on both sides of a tunnel. One side isn't a problem. But here, you know, there's 5, so we can only keep 4 in the pocket. So we just do this so the last one stays on the wall. That's that rearranges the roaches so that they don't all get on on multiple sides of you. And this is the same thing, but with roach queens. And these parts, you know, they can be handled pretty easily if you just hurry. But not so much this one, you're just not going to be able to do it fast enough. So you use the queen to block one tunnel, and since she doesn't attack, you're safe that way. Anyway, there was another secret, and I just sort of went by it. You can also solve the room for this secret, I think. Well, the queen's gone, so I can't show that. Anyway, the challenge here is not to use any of these tunnel shortcuts, and it's not that hard. Just a little more walking around and killing more roaches because you're spending time walking around. What sound? I'm hearing something from the street, but I don't know if it's getting picked up. And here, we got to get into these spaces. Yep, you know, even if we've done a lot of fixes, you know, there's always things we can adjust. And I think it's not actually... No, it's good to have the queen there because we can have her... Alright. And yeah, so that's... We'd pretty much just do that 3 times from different directions to, you know, no other tricks. Set up to make it easy for the queen to get from place to place. And this is early in the hold, so, you know, we don't need to really vary things. It's fine if we just repeat them straight up to, you know, make sure the lesson sticks. Alright. So there's a scroll here, and it says, release the large pressure plate before killing any of the roaches at the corners. Now, the thing about that is, that means we have to kill all the queens. But it also means we have to get off the plate, so we are going to need at least 1 roach. This might not be the optimal direction to get that 1 roach from, but, well, we'll see if we can make it work. Alright, so this part's easy enough. Now, how did I do this again? Okay. Alright, and that's how we can hit the roach over here. And then for these bottom two... you want to use this passage. And I think I might have wanted to do that one last. So let's see if we can figure out how to pull that off. Okay, that's pretty simple actually. Just this trick again. And yep, there's the challenge. I am glad that this is, helping with those final little tweaks. Now we can chase this queen all over the place, or... in fact, I think we could actually kill the other queen first. Well, no, not with the trapdoor. Well, we could. We just have to chase this queen out again. Oops. I meant to backspace, but, well, now that I've thought of it, I'm going to try and do it. See, totally valid alternate solution, but it requires you to understand things well enough to do it. And here the trick is, we can't drop all the trapdoors. So we gotta let one of the queens out, and we can let that one out. We can also let this queen leave if we want.
Clear.
What's that? And here's a little lesson on seeding beacons. Because killing that roach is easy, but we gotta get over there. And that's easy to do with this. Yeah, and there's that queen, the fourth from the left. If you go down the one next to her first, she can get out. Okay, so this is a little bit of a lock and key maze. One of the tricks is noticing that this happens. Okay, I think we don't hit that yet, maybe? Yeah, and now we can hit this, and we can leave. But that's not all, because there's a secret, which is marked by that very conspicuous door. So we have to hit this, and, well, it really just requires us to leave. For a moment there, I wondered if it was going to involve a second puzzle, but no. And here's just a room where the gimmick is we can't hit any of these conquer tokens, but the roaches can cross them freely to get to us. So it's just a little extra constraint you have to deal with while killing them. But it's not very hard. I'm glad it's been able to help with catching these little things. Because, you know, we'd probably be fine if we went and they were still in, but it's always nice to make improvements, especially when they don't take very long. And I'm just going to get rid of this roach, but there's another secret. And this is pretty simple. It's, you know, a very basic room on getting the queen stuck on her own spawn so you can get her out. And then we just let these roaches come out. And yeah, this is just another simple introduction to something that will be expanded on later. And we're trapped, but fortunately, there's a seeding beacon, so we can take care of that. And now the blue door has gone down. Let's see, there's 4 secrets. I think that's all on this level. And, this is the end of the prologue. Yep. I mean, it's possible for it not to, because you can finish another room last, but you will probably, you know, mess with the seeding beacon at least a little. And now we can access the Fork of Infinity. And it'll take a little bit, but let's go back through so we can see what's on the other end of that trapdoor path. I could have done that the first time if not for that bug trapping me here when I went in early. But yes, I do want to do the bonus level in the prologue. And that requires just running through everything again, but luckily it's much faster this time. We do have to go through a few rooms to get to the exit, but we don't have to, you know, deal with any of the puzzles. Oh, I went to the Fork of Infinity right at the start, and then when I left through the staircase, I immediately got sent back there. There must be some scripting error. Because it happened if I even took a step away from the stairs. Anyway, this door doesn't matter, so we can skip the maze. If I'm not being clear, I can just hit a checkpoint and quickly show you again. Yeah, in an earlier version there was a shortcut, but it got removed. But it's not too bad here. If you give me a moment. Once I hit the next level, I'll just do a quick restore to show the bug again. So I'm just going to go over here. And I'm not sure what causes this, but I go in here. And I can walk around and all that. And I go back here. Oh, and another thing is I have a sword. Maybe what we can do is we can have a crumbly wall here, so you can't come until you have the sword. And I don't know if that'll fix this bug, but, you know, I'm sure it will help. It'll help with not having to take your sword away again. Alright. Well. Anyways, I had saved in Cascading Cliffs. And then if you're an experienced player, your first thought is, oh, I have a sword, I can break that crumbly wall. Anyway, when we return, we can cross over here, and now we come to the bonus level. And we have to get through these roaches carefully. I have to say, this particular construction for limiting the movement of yourself and monsters is something I haven't seen very often. So, good job on that, Mauve. Alright. Okay, so we're just gonna have to wait for some roaches to come. Because, you know, all these close if that plate is clear, which means we can't, you know, reopen them. So we have to use the help of some of those roach queens to get spawn to And now we've got all the queens behind doors, so we can just let the plate drop. Now let me see. This opens these, so the idea is that we've got to make a little path for the roach, and this is pretty easy. Well, the archives are way off. Okay, so... the archives are a post-game. Anyway. An easy way to do this is... to just leave a little pocket down here. Okay, I think I was supposed to make a direct route onto that first plate, but the others... Okay. That should do the trick there. Okay, this should go pretty smoothly. So, yep, just going to lead the roach out of that pocket. And now it goes right across the plate. Okay, so you just have to have a script to properly disarm him when he returns, if he hasn't armed himself yet. Or, you know, it could just give him a sword because he gets it soon enough anyway. And here... yeah, the main thing is that if you go into this... the fork early, you then you can come right here after beating level 4. So it's just a matter of when you play it. Alright, so I think, yeah, we... is that what we're supposed to do? I'm having trouble remembering what the gimmick is on this one. Alright, the catch is that we need a roach to... Alright, so it's, okay, 2 mortar. Yeah, so we used the roach to, let us get in there. And I remember this room being a little bit, no, this room is okay. Okay, so... now, how do I do this again? Okay. Right, so I want to get a roach in there. Okay, okay, so that's how we get the roach in. Oh. And here we just keep going through the tunnel. So this roach can get through. And then we have the... I am kind of not fond of these little... Now you have to keep something alive when it's just an added thing at the end. Rather than the main point of the room. It just kind of gets annoying. Because I can keep that roach alive, but you know, it's not a big thing. Oh, right. So I have to, this is kind of the weirdest of Pygmy Wubba's rooms. Because you kind of have to make use of movement order. Yeah, but once you get it going, it's like this. Which is okay, but the setup is weird. And gotta wait a cycle before we can get in. So let's try and get that. All right. Is this good? Well, it's workable. Okay, what if I do... Okay, I think I didn't want to cut that wall, actually. Alright. Okay, I know what I can do. And now next spawn cycle. And I guess we just gotta wait one more. I'm sure there are other ways to do that, but, you know, this way works. And there's also this stairway, which I believe leads to the Fork of Infinity. And here we go back to the main spot. So yes, we can use that to go back into Chapter 1. Alright. I'm gonna take care of this one just right away. Oh, right. So we've got to chase this queen over to there. Which is pretty easy enough. If only we gotten there just a little bit sooner. But, you know, just means another cycle. And the queen went right in herself. Well, that makes things a little easier on us. Yeah, a bunch of these rooms seem pretty open. And, yeah, this is basically a simpler version of that one room on King Dugan Dungeons level 15, but, yep. So, and what this basically means is we want to get a queen on that third pressure plate at that top spot. And we start by letting this queen out. And I just kind of let her out without really thinking about it. Alright, I kind of improvise on this one. That was, yeah, that's not what I want to do, is it? I can do that, and I only have one roach. Let's see, where's a good spot? Yeah, that seems to be about the right one. Okay, a bit earlier than that. I could count, but, you know, counting is for losers. Alright, that automatically goes up there, so we need another roach in if we want to get the challenge, I think. Well, that's interesting. I could use this to get another spawn, but I don't know that I could get the queen in, because she does end up, you know, there or something. And around here, I think it was. Alright, and now I can spawn all the roaches I want. Okay, so that's 10. 9 here and 1 over in that corner. Okay, first, oh. I need to... Okay, so that needs to be held down, but I can do that. I'm just going to wait for the... And now I... Alright. No. Now that door will stay open, and I can just... And then these will just come to me. So, I wonder if there might not be a better challenge to set up, like maybe get all the queens in that exit corridor at once, or is that the only way to solve it? And yeah, this is just a pretty simple horde room, but also because of all these crumbly walls, you know, there are a lot of tactics you can try, so it's pretty open. Let's not leave a roach there that we'll have to come back for later. Okay, so personally, my inclination would be to check for just queens in that corridor. And, yeah, pretty straightforward. Lots of roaches, easy to manage them. And here, we want to align ourselves with the queen. So this is somewhat tricky. I think this is probably the easiest way to do this one. Just leave the queen over there and wait for yeah, mostly. Okay, so we've... And now we gotta get the queen on the other side. Okay, I need to time that a bit better. And of course, you know, being too lazy to count. Alright, I think I want a little bit sooner than that. Alright, one more turn. Exactly. And I'm going to do this in a kind of silly way. And there we go. Okay. Now I remember generally how to do this one, but it is, you know, a little bit tricky. What I have to do is set things up so that I can get all of these roaches stuck. Okay, so that we'll make sure that one goes into there. Oh, but he won't stay there. There we go. Yeah, and I'm just... Okay, yeah, so, since this one's higher up, we can't lead that roach down from where he starts. Maybe checkpoints in these corridors would be good, too. Because it might be hard to get to a... Alright, okay, I think I get it, because we can just... And now I've kind of made things kind of difficult for myself. But, The thing about rooms like this is that it can be pretty stressful to think about, you know, if breaking a wall in the process of turning your sword is safe or not. Okay, but it should be safe here. And now I'm going to see if I can make another entrance down there. Okay, I think this might work. Okay, no, that's not going to work. Because that one doesn't get stuck. Separating the two roaches is not very easy. Yeah. I don't think I can make this work from here. Okay, maybe I can make this work with move in order. Okay, movement order didn't help, but I was able to move up and down in the tunnel without breaking anything. This would be a lot harder if you could only go through the tunnel once. And that's it for this level. Now we can access the Enigma Temple. And just to confirm that the stairs work, because they didn't the last time I got here. Yep. So we can come back here, but all we can do right now is look around. Well, you were probably making more commentary. Yeah, and it turns out we can't look around very far. We can just see a 1. And, of course, if we're new, we have these mysterious things that we don't know anything about with the chains. And, yeah, I'd say that isn't too big of a deal. And I guess, since it hasn't even been 2 hours, let's see what we can do over here. This should be a nice, simple level for us to warm up with. Yeah, you have to do most of the same things. It's just a little bit of extra leeway. And, you know, most of the rooms on that level are pretty open, so it strikes me as, you know, within the same spirit as that. And so here we are, just getting some basic trapdoor puzzles. Nothing too hard. Alright, need to see this a bit more clearly. These are pretty simple as long as you make sure you don't isolate yourself. A little lesson on the trick where you go down a narrow two-tile passageway by just hitting tiles on both sides. And, well, we've got the blue door down, but we're not quite done yet. Things are going to pick up a little from here. So for the scavenger hunt, we could hide something in front of the sink here. That's just maybe not the greatest place, but it's an option. I know there are more sinks in the level, so we need to be a bit more specific. And yes, more puzzles, but now we have orbs and other complications. Oh, Ayla. I did this bad. Okay, yeah, I think I should still be able to make it. So yes, this is a variation on King Dugan's dungeon room. And, you know, it's not too complicated. But it is a step up from the basic stuff. And we have to hit this one last orb. Okay, so here we gotta be careful about which orb. So we gotta get this open. And that means we have to hit that orb, but that means we need to have this open. So we're gonna go over here. And now we got to go back. Okay, I did not do that part well. I still didn't do that part well. I can. And then we have to hit that again so we can get through that passage. Alright, so this is a tricky one. We've got to hit these orbs in order, because each one makes us hit another orb. Now we got to go back and already made a mistake. one probably doesn't matter if I hit it early. Okay. Now what's next? Alright. Oh, and I got a little too eager. Yes, I am doing all the secrets, and I see there is a cracked wall over there. So what's this? Alright, we just have to hit that orb at some point. It doesn't appear to particularly matter when. But we also have to make sure we go down these places in the right direction. Which is a little bit trickier than, you know, what we've been doing. And now we can just finish up by doing this. And as I recall, there's another secret. Yes, it's right here. And this secret actually has an additional layer of secret. Because as you can see, if that is... You know, if we take too long, a roach will close that door. But we also can't open this unless there is a roach. So we have to do this efficiently. Which means, in particular, we want to try not to turn our sword too much while hitting these. Let's see if we can do it without turning it all. Well, we already can't. I guess we could try going in facing down. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, that's the sort of time pressure I don't mind because it, you know, is very simple. Okay, what's next? Okay, this one's next, and then... Can I get there? I am kind of, yeah, I kind of cut myself off. And then we have to hit that one, and then that's the last one. And I cut myself off. Okay, that hopefully will do it. And now the queen won't spawn any more roaches. And now we can go over here, which is back where Satoko was waiting. And this opens up a new path, so we can come back here anytime. And we don't need to resolve the roach puzzle. Well, do the trapdoors fast puzzle. So, 1N4E said. Okay, that's where I am. Ah. So we go in here, and then we're over here. Okay, we actually do want to keep that one at least. Yeah, these, yeah, when you've got freedom of movement on trapdoor puzzles, they tend to be pretty easy. Just because you can go diagonally, and that frequently opens up a lot of options. And there we go. Now let's be sure we go back and finish the level. All right. And, one last little puzzle before we leave. And now that we solved that, we can use that to get in to the back side of the level whenever we want. And it's been about 2 hours. I could still go for a bit, so let's try another level. I'll see how I feel after this. I might stop after this one. And before we even get started, we can actually find a secret. So we can't access most of these eyes, so we have to wake them up. And we are not going to be able to go... Actually, we have to wake that one up too, because we can't kill it without cutting off our path. So I think we want to go this way. Oh, right. So a nice thing here is that spots you have to go are marked by checkpoints. So we can wake up the eyes, but Alright, now let's start the actual level. And that tells us that we can click on a single eye to see where we can see. But this is just, you know, an introductory room. No tricks, just kill the eyes. And here, we have to move every turn, because we can make this pretty easy if we wait. Now, we might as well start that one moving as early as possible, because it's got the longest route. And if we weren't going for the challenge, we could just wait. And, yeah, I wasn't thinking too hard about that. I just, you know, now I can safely wait. Or I could keep dancing. Either way, I get the challenge. I wasn't thinking too hard about it, just noticing that I wanted to wake the third eye shortly after the second. But, you know, there's also this trapdoor pathway. And it doesn't really matter which way we take. Okay. This is pretty simple, just a few false paths. But notice that we're on the edge of the room. So we can go south. And we get a variant. That does sound like a good idea to me. I mean, obviously, if you're optimizing, you'll be moving from the start of the room. Anyway, the thing here is that we can't wake eyes until we get to this corner. So, we might have to end up having to take another route. Okay, got kind of lucky with the choices I made, but we solved it. And here, we've got a room where we just have to kill these eyes. But notice this sister gate. We can't drop that trapdoor. It's not really a concern until we get pretty far into the room. So we basically want to start ready to kill the closer eye. And in cases like that, we just have, room to maneuver. So the easy way is to just do this, but then we can't get the secret, and that's no good. And we just do it by going further to the left, because that blocks the upper eye for a turn. Now, this is a tricky one. As you can see, we've got 2 eyes on each plate, but if we fully raise any of the plates, we can't get to this eye. And each of these orbs requires us to wake up an eye. Now, I don't remember the solution exactly, so this might be a little tricky, but I'll see what I can do. All right. Yeah, this is a pretty tricky room. I'm nearly certain that part of the trick to it is going to be waking both eyes but leading one back onto a plate. But that might just be the sort of trick I'm used to, and it isn't actually in this. So let's think about it. Yeah. Right, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to do something tricky with leading an eye around. Okay. Then what? It's guarding that route I just went down. Okay, so here's what I do. Or what I'm thinking anyway. I think what I do is I lead this one out. And now it's safely on there, and I can kill this eye and just finish the rest off. Alright, so... this is simple enough, and move order doesn't make a difference. Or maybe could theoretically, but you really just have to get them lined up without waking that one eye. So here, you've got to be careful. This room's a bit silly. You just cut your way around and hit eyes from behind. But sometimes the places you hit them from behind are covered by other eyes. So you gotta have to run around a bit. Obviously, evil ears wake up if you do something noisy, like hitting an orb or breaking a wall. All right. So, this is the same idea as the secret, but, you know, without being so tricky. They're lazy. All right. And this is puzzle mode, and it looks kind of awkward in here with these weather effects. Anyway, this is the stealth room, but as you can see, we can't do it fully with stealth. So we have to we have to get the ones that we wake up stuck. And in that case, we get it stuck on a wall, and here we get it stuck on other eyes. And now we're pretty much just doing regular stealth. And there we have to actually move in the right direction. And now we just clear out the eyes and we leave. Alright. There weren't any other secrets here I overlooked, right? Okay. Alright. We are almost... Alright. Okay, I think I'm up for one more level, so I'll do one that's fairly short but leads into a trickier one, which is where we can start next time. So not that level yet. Yeah, let's try this one. So, those arrows, I don't know how we get past them. Oh look, we can open up arrows, or we can step on a token that rotates them. Now this room is kind of messy, and okay, so I just don't want... an N. Let's see how that works out. Okay, it's not going to. It's not quite going to. Yeah, it always takes me a little bit to remember how to do this. Okay, so basically what we want to do is catch as many roaches like that as we can. Okay, we did not catch quite enough. Okay, that should work very nicely. Except some of them are going to leave at this point. But I think what we can do is have 2 layers. And that almost but didn't quite work. Yeah, oh hey, this should cut down on a few of the problems. Okay, yeah, now only a few roaches get out. But I do not have a proper protection against them. Oh wait, maybe I can... See, I had an idea, but about partway through I forgot what it was. That was me. You can curse me. You can curse me for all of it except one room, which was made by Pygmy Wubba. There's another one? I don't remember if there being another one. Okay, I really... Okay. Okay, wait. I think I've got an idea. It is almost a good idea. Okay, this is the trick. Except, I need to... I think I am on the right track. I keep feeling like I'm doing just more and more complicated versions of the same mistake. Okay, I need to think about this. The best approach I had was the one where barely any of the roaches even got out into the corner, but I don't remember how I did that anymore. Good job. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Yeah, I had kind of figured that much out. See, this is the best result I've had so far. But yes, I am really getting lost in here. Like, the combination of just how many options I have and the fact that my actual movement is limited is just making it hard for me to think. So what would you advise? It's mirrors, and I'm kind of focusing on this right now. Well, I know this is correct. Yeah, the thing is, I can't figure out how to do that without, well, also letting myself move forward. Alright, so that was sort of a... okay, but let's maybe fill that zone since I got so much space. Nope, it's not. Almost, but not quite. Let me try the same thing, but start my trap a little. Well, that'll make things easier, yeah. And there we go. Actually, probably several of my attempts would have worked if I had just done that. I feel like this is just a bit too complicated for the chapter. Just too much openness. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so... I think the big thing is it doesn't really give a lot of cues. I'm not actually sure what I'm trying to do here. Okay, this is also a bit confusing, but maybe I'm just a bit of a mess. So what am I trying to do? Okay, I'm trying to hit this, and not hit this. Some of them aren't too bad. Okay, so basically, the only thing I can do to start with is hit this. Alright, and that... it doesn't really. I could get it there, but that isn't especially useful. Okay, I guess I can do something like this. Now what am I trying to do? Okay. No, that gets that roach stuck. What am I trying to do? And that's just where I was at the first place. Okay, what I'd like to do Okay, now we can do this. Wait, why did I press... Oh, right. And that's... okay. So this much is useful. I'm not entirely sure what I do after this. I might actually leave this one alone. No, because this just gets them stuck in here. And that gets... And that just gets them stuck entirely. So I hit that pressure plate, but it hasn't done me a lot of good because I can't get them out. Okay, okay, that's how I hit that pressure plate and get to the exit. Well, disabling doesn't complicate things, but it can be hard to visualize what a rotator looks like. And okay, I know how to get one out, or at least I did get one out before, but I don't remember what to do to get. Okay, so where was I when I... Right, I did this. Okay, do I want to get you out of there? I don't know. I can, but how do I get the other one out? I don't know. Oh. Yes, but I can't... Oh, wait, there was a challenge, wasn't there? Oh, and the challenge was to not do it that way. So, we're back where we started. Okay, so what... So was it... Did I kill the other one too soon? Okay, so I can, if I want, get that one out of there. Well, that doesn't really help in any way. What would be helpful would be if I had the other rotator active. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now I can get them out. There we go. Okay. Now, from what I remember, the rest of them aren't quite that hard. So let's see if we can finish this up. This one might be that hard. I do remember finding it kind of silly. Okay, so we have to do that step. And then, okay, this is, okay, no. It's a variant on this that I remember being kind of silly. But this one isn't too bad. Alright. So here the gimmick is that we want to be on one of these on turn 30. Oh, great. And, yeah, we still have to avoid that at the end. Okay. So yeah, after those first two, this isn't too tough. This one is a little... Yeah, so getting to the roach, that's not so hard. Getting back, kinda tricky. So we actually do want that, I think, but with us in a different place. Well, I guess we could hit this one first, but wouldn't help much. Okay, now we just have to figure out a way back. Alright, so that's just realizing you can get into the roach's nook early and then get back. So here, we're trying not to let these get stepped on, and we are not allowed to kill the queen. And that turns out to be pretty simple. Alright, we can't do that from this entrance. And this is the only thing we can do first. Okay, what if we do the other one? Oh, that's all we needed to do. Okay, this is a bit of a silly little maze, but there also aren't really that many options. Especially since we don't actually have a red door to drop. So we gotta hit all of those. And that one just, you know, that's all we need to do. Okay, and for this one... Alright, and that just stops the spawning. Well, it might not have been for nothing. And we finished, but before we take care of that, there's a blue door here. I wonder what could be down here. And here we are, the deep hull of arrows. Same puzzles, but they're harder. So I think I'm going to just start here next time, so I don't have to do it after being drained. So, yeah, this is the end of the stream. Gone for about 3 hours, but okay. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time.